We have such an awesome episode for you this week. The boys started working on the foundation of the ruin. And Constance, our digger, gets a bit of a peppering from the ghost town mechanic. Hi and welcome to another week with us. Today I'm picking a lot of beans for the pigs because we have them coming out of our ears right now. There's so many beans growing, and if I don't pick them, the plant will suffer and not keep producing. But that's just what I collected this morning for Peppa and the boys. They're loving the beans, and so are we, but there's only so many we can eat. The week started with us receiving a beautiful thing in the mail. I am so excited to share this big, beautiful machine we got from Creality with you. This is the Falcon A1 Pro laser with dual laser modules. When we knew we were going to get this machine, we knew one of our friends was going to go crazy. He just loves this stuff. So we invited our friends over and told them it's going to be a cocktail party and lunch. But we spent most of our time in front of this Falcon A1 laser. It was our first time, so we did have to get used to it, but setting it up was pretty easy for total beginners. And then we had a play around with the machine and explored what it can do. Creality also sent us a box of goodies to engrave things on. But we didn't want to touch too many of these till we get good. But we did try out many things on scraps of paper and some plywood that Luke had lying around. Apart from dual laser modules and being able to support over 350 materials, you don't need to make manual adjustments with the instant autofocus. It has remote operations and monitoring via an app and IoT control. And this is really fun and my favorite thing. With the smart camera, you get a real-time preview, precise alignment, and a time-lapse content sharing function. It's got a smart touchscreen, a dual flame detection for your peace of mind, and 600mm per second speed. That is industry-leading work efficiency. But we do need to find it a forever home because we live in a small gypsy caravan and the only place we can use it now is on that table where we pretty much do everything. So we packed it away. We don't want it to get full of dust because dust will be its enemy. And once we're ready to start creating some merch, we'll get it out again. I am just a beginner at this, so I knew nothing about it. And I can already see that the possibilities with this machine are endless. Let me just show you what is possible. This machine is just fantastic. If you have a small business, want to start a side hustle, or if you just love DIY projects like we do, or if you just want to make and give super unique presents to family and friends, then this is probably for you. You can really bring your creativity to life. The question I want to ask is, can you start a business with this beautiful machine, or can you make all your merch for your existing business? I think you can. Look how awesome our logo looks on this block of wood. And we can put it on 350 plus materials. And this is our logo on leather. This was one of our first tries, but I think we will make coasters like this on wood because we really like this design. You can get your artwork engraved on almost anything. I absolutely love this laser and can't wait to spend some more time with it. Now let me go and give Linda, our tractor, her new keychain. And while I do that, why don't you go and check out the Creality Falcon official store? I have left the link in the description below. If you do get one, you're gonna love it, so have fun experimenting and being creative. Even though we're not gonna start our merch tomorrow, I would still love your ideas. What merch with our logo made with the Falcon A1 would you love to have? Let me know in the comments below. And now it's time for you to meet Mark. And if you don't know who he is a friend from back home. And he's come to help us for 3 whole weeks, which is amazing.
It's so beautiful. It is stinking hot over here, so from yesterday for the next 2 weeks, because my friend Mark is visiting to give us a hand, and here the day after he arrived, 38 degrees, and it's like that till the day he leaves, no less than that. It's actually going to go up to 42 degrees next week, so me and Nick won't be doing any work exchange. So we're going to leave that as it is for now. There's quite a bit of, what does he call it? Stitch cutting to do. So I don't want to do it on my own for sure. I don't have the tool and the expertise. So we're going to wait for Nick to do that. In the meantime, from today we're going to start figuring out where the foundations are going of the wall we need to build, which is going to be the facade wall of what we're calling the Airbnb. This is the wall we need to build. It's 10 meters long, and then we need some foundations across here as well. So we're going to try and mark that out. And talking about marking, that was pretty good. Oh, I didn't do that on purpose. Mark's been here, this is his 3rd time here. Yeah. So some of you might remember he helped dig out our neighbour Sabrina as well, with you and as well, eh? Mm-hmm. And last time, what did we do? We put the middle of the outdoor kitchen yeah. Before we found out that the columns were rotten, so that sucked, but anyway.
Well, it's still there.
So it's great to have Herb, and when we was talking to him, he had told me he wants to work, and I told him it's going to be like 40 degrees, and he's like, no, we'll wake up early. I'm like, okay, if you want to do it, I'm game. Yeah. It's definitely going to benefit us, because normally I don't work at this time of year, August. It's too hot, but we're going to wake up at 6 in the morning every day, earlier and earlier. Yeah. And we're going to try.
Whatever we can get, we can get. Yeah.
Yeah. Like to get as much possible done before the rains, you know? Because we're not gonna finish all the walls before it rains. So we're gonna have to cover
to protect
the integrity of the wall, you know? Because a lot of them had tiles as well on the main ruin.
Ah, it was still there. Like the front was still there. The goats,
So at least it had a bit of protection, you know. Now that I've started taking off, and if we start building, it was pour in and wash out in between.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Right, so we just get a basic idea of where this wall is going. I did copy some things from Dirk's plans with all the dimensions. Okay, so we just measured the diagonals and they're the same, so that's good. Pretty first try, which is nice. Close. Okay, so I haven't done much since I worked on the digger last and eliminated the swivel joint and everything. But Uncle Rich is coming on Thursday in 2 days to weld the stop chain, and then we'll be able to get some movement on the cabin. But we do want to dig our foundations today and tomorrow. We're on a time crunch. So I'm not going to put the seat in, and I'm going to cowboy drive it and try and dig out the foundation, because we'll have to take it off again when he comes in 2 days. So here goes nothing. Okay, day 2, y'all. Let's get digging by hand. I did forget the dimensions, so Mark is just going to head back and get them off the kitchen table. We always forget something. But in the meantime, I'm just going to start digging this out by hand, so then we can measure again and just make sure we got it right. Let's do this!
See you in a bit.
See you soon. Very nice. I've got more as well. We can do that as well on the corner.
Look at the beans. We have been eating them. I've been having these in my salad every day, but I only have 3 of them. And then Luke makes curries and things and puts quite a few in, but there's still so many. And when they get to this big, I just give them to Peppa and the boys because they love them and they are kind of too big to put in anything when they're at this stage. I have saved a few seeds already because there were a couple of yellow ones, and then once the seed is nice and black inside, it's ready to plant next year. But it's still too early to collect for seed, I think, except for the ones that I forget. This one's okay to eat. Wow, look at this one, how long it is. Okay, this one I will leave for seed. It's not going to harm the plant, just one long one. Bing! And the rest I'll take. Much better. And I'm going to take you down to the chicken food forest because there's one that grew like a curly whirly and it's super cool. So I left it there because I wanted to film it to show you because it's the only one and I love things that are different. Look, curly. How cute is that? I planted beans everywhere and I'm so happy with the results, apart from them looking beautiful. I love how they hang on everything. And even though we can't catch up with eating them, the pigs love them. I just love how they hang. And I'm hoping that I did the string from here today. Hopefully it will look like they're hanging on a washing line when the beans start popping up. Why are you doing this? You funny girl! This is what Molly's been doing. She comes in, she gets her chicken, but puts it there and waits for me to... Okay, take it. Go and eat it outside. This dog is hilarious. Every day after I do my morning chores and feed Peppa, Molly waits for me and she's such a good girl. She gets a chicken foot every morning. Frozen chicken feet are really good for dogs. It helps them clean their teeth and it's a very healthy snack. But that's not why I'm saying this. Every day when we come up, I give her the chicken foot from the freezer outside and she goes to eat it somewhere quiet. It's normally the same spot. But the last 4 days, or 5 now actually, because she did today, she goes inside with it, puts it on the carpet and starts crying till I tell her she can take it. I don't know why she started doing this. She is hilarious. I don't even understand it because every other treat we give her, she has to wait till we tell her she can take it. But this chicken foot, I give it to her straight in her mouth and tell her she can take it straight away. But somehow the last 5 days she got it into her head that she has to put it down and wait for me to let her take it again. I don't know, she's so funny. Okay, take it. Go and eat it outside. You're so clever. Why are you doing that? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. She just wants me to chase her.
This is a busy week. We have Uncle Rich visiting today, so we can try and sort out the digger with some modifications. Say hello, Uncle Rich.
Hello.
We're just going to drive to the digger and see what we need. What do you think about that view we'll have in the future from our house?
I tried taking a photograph up there. I got my camera out, and you went over the biggest bump. Ooh, I'm gripping the phone. Oh, look at that.
And there's the new one.
There's the new one.
There she is, the old hag. Go,
Don't listen to him.
please inspect my work.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Oh, come up through there.
What, I did something wrong?
Right. No.
Through the space of the swivel joint?
Yeah.
No?
No, I'd have come up more in the centre.
What do you mean?
Through this one. It's more central.
Oh,
Are you with me? That's no big deal. I mean, we can easily just bring him up.
yeah.
Can't we?
I don't know. It's very tight in there, especially with all of them now. To pull one through and then back up will be a nightmare.
Oh, wait.
I
even-
replaced
even-
the swivel joint, you know?
Yeah, even if you get more one way than the other, it's no big deal, is it?
No.
As long as you've got a good sweep.
We'll see what we've
That's
got.
what you want,
I
isn't
know this way I've got 45 for sure, and that way.
Yeah. I
So,
think that's tight this way.
oh, you think so?
Yeah, because of them hoses there.
What did you say?
Haven't got a weld one this side because I've got something there.
Oh, that's the thing
pin.
where I put the pin in, yeah.
But that's
But I won't need the pin now, right?
it's like that size.
Uh-huh.
You know, with a thick wall. So
Okay.
that's one good thing. I can get you the full 45
Yeah.
that way. But I can't get the full 45 this way.
It does go 45 that way.
Oh yeah, it does, but by the time we put welded a block on to stop it going over, it hits the pin this side.
I see.
There's another thing this side, but it's offset to that one.
Okay. So I'm only...
That one's at 45, this one isn't.
I see. So you can't do it on something else?
No, because you can't get the block past it if you come round here.
Yeah.
See?
So that's for another pin.
Yeah, that one on the other side.
Oh, I never saw that. What's
Yeah,
that?
That one on the other side is there.
Ah, that's the one with the hole in. This doesn't have a hole in it. What is it? It's not like of the pin one. So what are you planning to do? So, hold on.
Weld a block to this,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and then stop it on there. So,
Oh.
the machine, so you cannot physically
I
turn
see.
anymore. So
Now I
I've
see
got
what
to
you're
do-
doing. I see.
what I've got to do is exaggerate. I've got to mark the slew, this. I've got to mark this to see how far it will come round. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that we can get the maximum.
Uh-huh. So let's turn it on then and you'll have a better idea, no? One, 2, 3, 9, 10. So it's not too bad that I kind of put the pipes through the wrong hole. Or I could have put them in through a better hole.
But even if you'd have put them through the other one, we still wouldn't have been able to get.
More than this.
No, because of the.
So it doesn't matter. I didn't mess
block.
up. Okay. I did, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we won't say nothing.
Okay, cool.
You wouldn't have gained anything because of having these blocks already on there.
Yeah. It's already past what?
Yeah.
I see.
But you have got enough now that you can do a roadway where you can tip stuff.
Take
the
and
roadway. Yeah,
offset.
You've got enough now. You've got like what?
45, I would say. Maybe a bit less.
You've got 3 meters.
And that's without the offset.
That's without the offset.
Yeah.
So you've got a 3 meter road.
I can dump there.
Yeah.
You know, it's awesome.
Yeah. So you've got.
I can dump 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Very good. That's all you need, really. I mean, it's not at its best, but
But your road work
yeah.
and everything. It's ideal, isn't it?
Awesome. Okay, so what do you need to measure then?
Of the size of metal that we block.
Ah.
We need.
Now I understand exactly what he's doing, because on the phone he told me that he's doing like a stop chain, but actually that's for vertical. So if you wanted to the bucket, for example, or the boom not to go up a certain height, you do a chain to stop it. Weld the chain onto the boom and onto where? Where did you weld it?
Onto the frog.
Frog, it's called that. Where's the frog? Why is it called the frog?
I don't know.
Okay, that's just what it's called.
Some people call it a frog.
Weird. That would be a chain stop. This he's just going to weld on a block on the slew ring, and there's basically when it goes to this 45 degrees, which is our limit without busting the cables, it will hit basically this huge metal thing where the pin goes into. So it's really thick steel. So the thing he welds on will hit it and it won't be able to turn more than 45, and same thing on the other side. So I won't need a pin, and I'm not going to worry that I'm going to bust the pipe. And I'll have 45 degrees on the swivel, basically, and about 60 each side with the offset, which is this one. So this gives us about 110, I think, degrees. So 55 to 60 on each side. So that's pretty good. You work with the tools you have, right?
That's why I'm here.
No one's calling you a tool.
Right, you're now going to pick me up because I'm going to do it in inches.
Okay, no worries.
4 inches by 2 inches.
4 by 2, okay.
Solid bar.
4 solid bar, so we have to go to your boyfriend's place.
Hey! Mr. Goldwing Man.
Awesome. What was
Man
his
has
name?
just
I
come
forgot.
back from the Isle of Man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
What, you've been kept in contact with him?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I take him one place to a steel place and he makes a pen pal. That's awesome.
Yeah, 2 inch by
4.
Got to be boxed.
4
yeah.
by 2.
Yeah. And, then
And how long?
4 inches.
4? Oh, 2 by 2, what?
Yeah, 2 by 2.
Because we live in a
4.
3-dimensional world, yeah?
Yeah, all right. 2 by 2 before.
2 by 2 before, okay. Okay.
Inches. So that's up to you.
Inches, wow,
That's up to
okay.
you do it in new school stuff.
No
I
worries.
know that is new school stuff.
No worries, okay.
No.
So what else do we need? That? Two of them?
That's it too.
That's it.
Yeah, one's welded on here.
And one's welded on the other
welded around
side.
there. Clunk, clunk,
I
clunk.
don't know how you're going to manage to weld in there, wow.
With great difficulty because we're going to chuck some of this soil on the oil
Uh-huh.
to dry the oil up. So
Yeah.
it's less.
Yeah. And what about, is it painted? Do you need to grind? Because the grinder won't get in there.
With the stick, you can break the paint.
Uh-huh. So you don't need a grinder?
No, it's not like the MIG.
No.
You really got to have clean.
Oh, no.
metal
Okay. You
with
just
stick.
use the stick. Okay.
Instead of pulling the welder, if you push the welder, it'll heat up and the paint will
Blow it
come
away,
off, yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's going on here? Who's a hussy? Who is a hussy? How many boyfriends do you have, Molly? There's one over there.
But her first.
And there's one over here.
Where's your other boyfriend? Mark.
And she's like, why aren't both of them touching me at the same time? What's going on? I'm over here. Look, I'm open for business. Open for business.
Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them.
Molly.
They're happy. And Mark. Mark, are you upset? She's not even looking at you now.
Yeah.
Oh, I know my time.
You're okay with her cheating on you like this in the open? She said blasé.
It's an open relationship. It's a progressive open relationship.
She's like, it's an open something. Somebody. Show them money.
Right, we better go and get that steel before he closes. I was about to go so we can buy the steel, but yesterday we went to Ian's and he's lending me the whacker plate thing for the foundations. So we have to get it out of the back, and it is super heavy. So we'll put it in the shade here.
Wow.
Want to know some piece of machinery? To compact the ground. And put some rebar. So we'll have to add these at the end of this video of how much we spent for the ruin. This is going into it, the rebar. A new wheelbarrow.
Ooh.
Now, even though we're going to put the cost into the building of the ruin, this is now Sarah's garden wheelbarrow.
Yay!
And I have the 2 smashed up concreted ones that we've had for 7 years. Well, I say 2, but 1 is in pieces. So That's for you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Use it wisely, madame. I also got some other stuff for building the ruin. I've got chalk line and spray, epoxy, you know, bits and pieces, which will be added on at the end. Why? You want to see how hot it is? Well,
It's gonna be hot, dude.
Could be a sardine
I'll
man.
record it for you.
Yeah,
I'll record it for you.
Mine. Oh, good.
So this is the awesome place, Mark. So that's a little tour.
Yeah. You gotta get a picture of the gold wing.
I will. I'll
Okay,
get a
come
picture of the gold wing.
And then we'll tell you what we want.
Is it okay if this goes on YouTube?
Yeah.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Just to be sure, because some people don't like, you know?
Oh no, it's okay.
Wow, man. Where is she? Oh, yeah.
There's the queen.
There's the queen. What year was it?
It is 2010.
2010.
There she is.
Yeah, 2010. Yeah.
We've still got the English flies on there.
So what did we come for again?
I forgot. Oh,
2 by 2 by 4.
Yeah, 2 by 2 by 4 solid.
Two pieces of 2 inches. His English. Excuse the English. 2 inches by 2 inches by 4 inches of solid bar. 2 of them. 2 pieces.
Okay, we draw this.
Yeah,
Okay,
draw it.
awesome.
The piece like this. So
2 inches.
2 inches
2 inches. Oh, well, and 4
and 4 inches.
inches.
Okay.
Times 2. 2 pieces.
It's out of steel or
Yeah, solid.
Solid.
solid steel?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're going to use this one and cut it in half.
Okay, fine.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Muito obrigado.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, we just come back?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Alrighty, so yesterday I picked up the big steel things that he's going to weld onto the slew ring, and Rich here has come nice and early so we can do this in the morning before it gets too hot. So we have to be very aware of fire safety this time of year. So Mark is here as well, and we have fire extinguisher, lots of buckets. We're going to set it up sweet. Anyway, let's do this. Okay, that's getting ready. We are getting ready with the fire safety. I put it here so we're close to the sand because that's very good to put out fires. And we also scraped the bottom of any vegetation so it's even safer. And now Uncle Rich, what is he doing? Making a comfortable bed for himself. You want a cushion? I've got a cushion.
Yeah.
And Mark here is filling some buckets to put around the digger. And we also have buckets of water and the fire extinguisher. So what are you doing here, Rich? Explain to us, mere mortals.
Got to make that
with
up.
words.
I guess got to take some out of the middle, so that it goes.
Because you're
onto the
welding
ring.
that on
Yeah,
a big
it
ring.
goes onto the ring. So I'd maybe take that much out.
Okay, well, solid steel bar.
Yeah, it won't take long.
That cost me €10 because of your friendship. Thank you. You know, it's a very good price for 2 pieces like that. Where the spark's going there? It should be fine. It's fine. Happy birthday, Mark! 43!
Oh,
Very nice.
yeah.
You want the magnet?
Maybe a little bit more, but
And we have to scrape off all that grease. I guess,
wire brush.
Wire
please.
brush. Yes, sir.
It's one thing. That's nice and clean, isn't it?
So you're throwing dirt on it so it's not flammable.
Yeah.
Just the grease. I see. Smart. Safety conscious.
Yeah, you got to be in there.
I'm sure in this country.
I'd have said that's
That's
flat.
pretty parallel, I think, to the top. Yeah. I mean, there is movement, obviously, which is the problem, but it's not going to ride over it.
No, that's what I don't want it to ride over it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we're happy with that.
I think so, eh?
Yeah. Welder. And away
Electricity.
we go. Electricity.
Okay, let's do it. Wet all around it.
Right, well, if anything, it's going to go that way because that's the way the wind's going.
Okay.
So we now see where it's...
So bring the sand and water around this way. Okay, let's clear up a bit.
Yeah.
Get off the stones and spin and see what kind of reach we have now. And we're good to go home and have lunch. Sweet as. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it. $90 degrees. 90 degrees I get on each side.
Nice.
What can you see of the blade?
What can I see of what?
The top of the blade.
Nearly most of it. Halfway between that third. Way?
Right.
More?
No, just paint a white mark on
Okay,
here.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah?
Fair enough.
Paint a white mark on there,
Once I have the seat in.
and on that end,
Yeah.
you'll know when you're roughly getting to where your stops are.
Okay, thank you, Uncle Rich. I'm holding the camera. He wants to shake my hand. Nice one.
Let's just
All
hope it
right.
works.
Yeah, we'll see how long it holds on for. It looks pretty solid,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to be a savage with it.
But like I say,
promise.
if you put them two white marks on top of the,
On top of the
you know, you've got a
blade,
bit of emulsion paint.
once I have the seat in, so I
Yeah.
can line it up and say, okay,
That's it. When you got the seat in, that way you haven't got to rely on
I'm
feely
banging.
feely.
Yeah,
You can. Oh, I'm coming up to the mark. I'll slow down.
I might also buy a squeaky rubber duck, 2 of them, and stick them to the side and see if I can hear it when the engine is running. It'd be quite sweet. No, we'll see.
twice.
Well, that's a bit, now you're all awkward. Look at her here,
Yeah.
she's awkward.
Yeah.
It goes the other way.
Yeah, good.
Oh, sweetie.
We have to
Before
think
Rich left,
twice.
he did us another favour and got a 5 meter 10 kilo per meter, I think. 10 kilo per meter PVC pipe for rainwater under the foundations.
Yes, we have a whole lot of gravel to do the foundation of our ruin. Isn't this exciting? It was another productive week on our farm, and this week we spent, how much did we spend? €327.74, bringing us to a total of 1,200 euros. Next week we're going to spend a lot more though, I have a feeling. But it's good. Spending more money means more progress. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you Uncle Rich for giving Constance a pampering. She really needs all the help she can get. And Mark, I know I tell you here, but thank you so much for giving us all your time in this crazy heat we have been having. And last but not least, Creality. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video, giving us such an awesome tool to work with. I can't wait to put our logos on a bunch of merch. So remember, if you haven't written it in the comments, write down what merch you would like with our logo on it. Give us some ideas. And have a nice day. And if it's hot where you are, remember, stay hydrated and take it easy. Bye.